You can see my SAP screen, right? So we are discussing about the different document types available in the SAP system. So I'm just
Yes.
opening one document type and I'll show you first what is that.
Okay.
So we can see a document and then we can discuss about the details of it. So I'll just open a random company which, yeah, there is one document here. I'll pick it up. /o FB03 and then let us enter here the document number and then company code. This is from the year 2023. So now here, this is how SAP document looks like. If you see, this is the display document screen. I opened a document number of this series. So I opened just a document number. Okay, and I was just observing what are the details inside the document view. If you see, the part below this separation, this is called line items.
Line items. Okay.
So this is called document line items, and the part above of it is called document header items. Okay, here you will have the details. It is the document header is more or less like an address of a document. So it tells us what is the name of the document that is identified by. So here it is identified by a document number, to which company code it belongs to. So in our case, we are creating ADUS, Adidas US. We are yet to post a document. So I was just showing you how a document looks like. Okay, so here, to which company code it is posted to and in which year it is posted. What is the financial year in which the document is posted? And what is the document date and what is the posting date? Now, document date is something the day on which the transaction happened, business transaction actually happened. So there can be cases where the transaction might have happened yesterday. Today you might be accounting that part. There is a possibility, right? So the actual business transaction is on a different day, and the day you are recording it in your account books is different. So this document date tells us the date of the transaction. That is sometimes in some cases it can also be a invoice date for in few scenarios. Okay, so document date is the day of the actual business transaction, and the posting date is when it is recorded in your SAP ledger book. On which day it is recorded. Okay.
Okay.
So that will be shown here, and then to which period it belongs to. So here we chose Jan to December financial year. So 10th month means October. But in there will be cases where the financial year might start in April and then end in March, right? In that cases, the period number will change. It is not always the calendar year will be same as the period. So that example we already have seen during the fiscal year variant creation. So, and there are additional details on what basis this particular document is posted. Suppose there will be cases where there is a sale happened and SD team will generate a sales document number, right? That sales document number can be entered as a reference here. On what basis we are posting this transaction? Okay. So that you can use the sales document reference number here sometimes, and you can use any other reference number. What is the reason behind you are posting it? Okay, and then you have the currency. Apart from this, you have some other additional details. I was also talking about yesterday. Who posted the document is also will be there. Who posted the transaction also will be there. And then I also talked about translation rate on that particular day. What is the rate of the exchange, if any? Where can we see all this details? Is here? Can you see something?
The little hats, yeah.
Yeah, here if you click it, it will give much more in-depth details, the further expansion of the document header. So here actually it will tell us what is the type of the document with which the accounting document is created. So SA, this is one document type. It will capture the information related to GL accounts. SA document is the document type for GL account. Suppose if you are posting against a customer or vendor, the document types will keep on changing. Okay, here it is a simple general ledger document. What does a general ledger document means? It will both debit and credit will be GL accounts. Okay, there is no other customer or vendor against which we are posting. It is a simple GL account and it is simple another GL account. But if you take the case of customer or vendor, when you are posting against them, first line item will be customer or vendor and the other one will be some reference to other GL account. So in that cases, the document type will keep on changing. So there will be different scenarios. Anyhow, you will get to know when we pass on. And then reference key, here there is a reference key which is automatically created by the system, and in which system this is created. This is the name of the system in which the SAP document is created, and who created this. Every one of us is given a user ID, right? I think now you
Yes.
are shared with user new 36, right? This is the credential that is given to you. So if you post any documents with that ID, system will record the document header details. And entry date, did you enter the date when you entered the document details in the system. So this might be, you might be wondering what is the difference between posting date, document date, and now entry date. Entry date is exactly when you entered it in the system. So once you entered the details, you can temporarily save it in the system for temporary purpose. Later on, you can post on a different date, right? So
Okay.
this will be the details entry date. Okay, and when it is exactly entered and what is the transaction code used. Now you might be wondering, what is this transaction code? Okay, if the SAP is nothing but it has different screens, right? What you see the front end, this is all one screen. Like SAP is nothing but a group of different screens. Any application that you browse in your Windows or any application, it has different screens, right? Different screen will be used for different purpose. Similarly, in accounting module or in complete SAP software, there will be thousands and thousands of programs, and each program will be some will be only the backend programs, and some will also be used it in the front end. And for some of them, there will be a screen required, right? Front end screen data input is required. Example, you can process a program with input or without input. There will be some programs which doesn't require input directly from the user, but it will take some system already available data and they will process the activity. But for some of the other programs, to process data, they need input, right? Or
Yes.
to do perform some functionality. Such programs, you will have the front end screens, GUI screens, like how we are seeing one with us now. And each screen is named in SAP. So SAP is developed with the programming language called ABAP, SAP ABAP. Okay, so you might
Yeah.
have heard of different programming languages, Java, .NET. Have you heard of them?
I think we talked about ABAP, and that's actually a separate team, right? ABAP is a team as
Yeah,
well.
there will be a separate technical team who will write the programs when we need
Yeah.
some additional requirement to be done.
Yes.
So ABAP is the one who will develop the screens if we require anything, or if you need any additional things, they will do it for us. And we are the ones who will discuss with the finance um, business end user what is his requirement. We'll understand it and we will check the possibility how we can do it. And we will document all the requirement and we will give it to the technical team. Technical team is the team, they will write the logic how they can perform it in the system. Okay, we are more or less quasi functional and quasi technical sometimes. Okay, we are in between.
Okay.
Over a period of time, we will gain the knowledge and we will become the architect of the system, how to design the system. Okay, so that is a long thing. Now, in short.
Okay.
So this is about the document header, and this is how a SAP document looks like. And here, as I told, you can access the transaction codes using, you can access the screens, SAP screens using FB03. Now, I was telling you about transaction code, right? Each transaction has details. Like each transaction has some names on what basis it is created.
Okay.
So every screen name in SAP will have the transaction code. Okay. Now, how a ABAP program usually looks like is, can you see here the ABAP program name?
Program, yeah, SAP LS something. Yeah, I can see it.
So what is it? It is a SAP program which is pulling the data. Now I will open a different transaction code like earlier one, that is FB03. Here, can you see now? What is the program here again?
Yeah, SAP F05L. Yeah, I see it.
And there is something in between below transaction. What is that?
Transaction. Oh, FB03.
03. So A transaction code is nothing but a shortcut of the program. You're getting me? A transaction code is nothing but shortcut. Can you remember the program name and you can enter the transaction code every day? You can type the program name whenever you want to execute it. Can you remember the program names?
No.
It's difficult, right? So
Yeah,
that
it
is the
is.
reason. That is the reason SAP has come up with the short names for it, and that short names are nothing but transaction codes. So since we are from finance department, they have mentioned everything as F, financial document browser B03. 03 is for display, and in SAP 01 is always for create, 02 is for change, 03 is for display. So right now what we have done, we displayed an existing accounting document that is already recorded in the system.
Okay.
Okay. So we opened that document and we just viewed about it. Okay.